Hi everyone, and thank you for joining me. Today we are going to be doing a Blackwell's haul. If you don't know already, I really like Blackwell's. They have such a wonderful set of stock, and often they'll put really good deals on their volumes, particularly anything Kodansha and often 7Seas/Gosha if you're looking for that sort of manga. If any of these interest you, why not use my affiliate link down below to check it out. I've managed to get a bunch of new releases/latest volumes in a series that Amazon let me down on, but Blackwell's was there for me because yes. As always, don't forget to like the video if you've enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel for more hauls, collection tours. Reviews are definitely on the way, more reviews. Also check out my other social medias down below, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. I'm really down with the kids. But I really want to start opening this manga. It's been accumulating. So let's just start with the top ones. We've got some singles here. Sometimes they send them like this, sometimes they send them in cardboard, depending on how many you've ordered. I think the only negative I've had so far around Blackwell's is that their shipping times are usually pretty slow. Now, to be fair, I don't mind too much because I'm happy as long as it just arrives, but some people I know it does bother quite a bit. So first we have our bookmark for those keeping track. That's one packing slip. And then our first volume is Oh Maidens in Your Savage Season Volume 8. Now this is the final volume, and I've been waiting for this for ages because Planet didn't have it in stock and Amazon had it for full price, and I'm not about paying full price at all. I really enjoyed this series a lot. I don't know why so much, but if you go check out some of my more recent hauls, you'll see that I've been almost every haul I've gone shopping in person. I've picked up 1 or 2 volumes of this series. I've blazed through it pretty quick. I'm fairly sure I started reading like April time, May time, and I'm already at the end of volume 8. I just found it a really nice representation of girls in a school, but also because things don't go well. It's not a typical shoujo and romance. It's not all sunshine and daisies and rainbows and unicorns and sparkles. Things go wrong, and the sort of things go wrong that you might think would actually go wrong in a high school. Yeah, so I'm super psyched to read this one, and I'm so happy this is the first one I opened. Oh my god. Stop recording right now and read this. Just had to take a little break to message my friend who has also started to collect Oh Maidens, and she ordered her volume 3, I think, from Blackwell's, and I'd ordered volume 8, and we were like, let's race who gets theirs first. I don't think she's gotten hers, so I think that means I've won. I've just sent her a picture saying, first thing I've opened. I've spent too long talking about this. Let's look at another one. Okay. Next, we've got two. Ooh, we have, oh god, how do you pronounce it? Eniel and Duiella. This one. This is, I picked up volume 1 not that long ago. It's by the same author as Witch Hat Atelier, and it follows an angel and a demon who are really good friends, and their shared love is fashion. That's about it, and there's just lots of little fun stories occur because of it. They cause a lot of problems, mainly. I think it's only 3 volumes long, so this I think is the last volume? Maybe? Yeah, I think this is the last volume. It's nothing really that serious. It's just very pretty, very amusing, basically. Really enjoyed volume 1, so when I discovered there were only 3 volumes, I was like, yeah, why not? Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Hopefully volume 2 will be in here somewhere too. Next, we have number 3. And we have... I'm so sorry for all my pronunciations. I am happy for people to correct my pronunciation in the comments, if you can get that across to me. I think my main problem is I mainly read. I don't watch or see of how things are pronounced. So I usually just wing it, and I usually wing it wrong from what I've understood. But anyway, this is volume 25 of Yakitate, Japan. This is the first volume I have picked up this series. You might be like, why have you gone for volume 25? Well, Blackwells often have random volumes on sale at half price, if not more than half off. So this was, I think, £3 or £4. And it is a series I've been wanting to try for ages, because my understanding is it's food. Does it say on the back? Bread. Yeah, food. And you should know by now that I loved Food Wars up to a point. Let's not talk about that last arc. And I've had a food shaped hole that I've been trying to fill in the terms of manga. And this is my next attempt to see if I can fill that hole. So yeah, 25 is quite far in. I think there's only like 27 volumes, so... But I'm hoping to pick up the rest. I don't see it that often though. It's not a very common series apparently. Sad times. Okay, so let's start on these chunky boys. I bet there's only been like one bookmark in them, and I'm gonna be super distraught. There. Well, I'm gonna cut out most of that faff so you don't see how long it took me to get into this, because that was shameful. That was really shameful. Right, what have we got? What have we got? Told you. Four bookmarks. Oh, right, this is exciting. So we have, oh, that's so thin. My Next Life as Villainous, All Routes Lead to Doom, Volume 5. This was the first isekai series I picked up where I realised that all isekai doesn't have to be video game style, it doesn't have to be skills. There are different types of isekai. Not many, but there are different types. I mean, this is still a harem, so it doesn't do away with all the tropes necessarily. Except our main character is a woman this time around. Not very many isekai where our main character is a lady. And yeah, our character was isekai'd into an otome game as the Villainess. And she was like, oh no, the Villainess doesn't have a good ending. No matter what happens, she's either killed or banished from the kingdom. So she spends like her childhood practicing skills in case she gets banished. Like she takes up farming so she can become a farmer. And she's royalty, or like a noble, and her parents and friends are like, what are you doing? You don't need to learn to farm. And she's like, just for fun. And the people that she knows if the brute ends up bad, that might kill her, she starts learning their weaknesses, like one's scared of snakes, so she starts practicing making model snakes, and every now and again will just throw one at him just to make sure he's still scared and that her models are improving so he thinks they're real. Unfortunately, because like she's a completely different person. She's an amazing, lovely, funny person, and now everyone loves her. And nothing that happened in the game is happening because she's not a villainess anymore, she's just a nice person. She is completely oblivious to all this though, which is hilarious. It's great. I didn't realise Volume 5 was out though. It's not listed on Amazon, I've not seen it in the stores, so when I saw it on Blackwell, I was like, yes please. There is also a light novel which is much further ahead, and an anime. Look how thin that is. It's so thin. We sort of wrapped up an arc in the last volume, so I kind of want to see where it goes now. I don't recognise the two people on either side of our main character. So yeah, that's exciting. What else do we got? We got Living Room Matsunaga-san Volume 6. I have been waiting on this volume from Amazon for about 3 months now, and then I gave up. Especially when it started saying, we don't know if we'll ever get this back in stock, and I was like, oh no. And then I looked on Blackwell and I'm like, yeah, and it's on discount. I was like, yes please. This is an age gap romance. It is set in a boarding house. So our main characters, I suppose they're both main characters. So the girl is a high schooler and the dude is not a high schooler. He's like mid-20s, I think. He's got a proper job and shit. And they're just getting quite close. Weirdly, I don't have as much of an issue with this one. This one's been quite sweet. I mean, there are always some issues in age gap romances where one of the people is a minor. There's always going to be an element of yuckiness, but I've still enjoyed this story. There are some age gap romances I've read where I didn't enjoy it because the yuckiness just got too far. But this one's been really sweet, and I like all the other characters. And it's been a while since I read volume 5, like quite a while, so finally I can read a bit more. Okay, next we have Something's Wrong With Us, volume 6. This is a series that I've said a few times, I'm not sure I'm enjoying it. And you're like, why are you picking it up? Because I love the sweets. I love the making of the sweets and how they show the sweets. I think it's really pretty and lovely. The romance itself, I'm not sure about. It's so overly dramatic and everyone is terrible people. I don't think I can name one nice good person in this series at all off the top of my head. No, I'm there for the sweets, gotta be honest. And it was on sale at Blackwell's. It is super pretty, so that helps too. Okay, next we have Perfect World Volume 6. It's a good number of Volume 6s, not done on purpose. This is a romance. There's been quite a few romances actually. This is a josei romance. Both of them are adults. The sort of trope to this romance is the dude is in a wheelchair, and it's exploring romance and how that works when one of them is in a wheelchair, how things happen. And it's super cute, and it's just different to a lot of the romances that I read. It's just different, which I think has been good to read. Again, it's not all sunshine and daisies, and a lot of the drama that happens doesn't feel necessarily like it's drama for the sake of drama, like it happens in Something's Wrong With Us. This is drama because things probably won't be super smooth sailing because of the situation. Yeah. Also, it took me ages, I might put a picture over the top actually so it's less blurry, to notice there's a little wheelchair on the spines. Goodness, like, I think I was reading volume 5 when I noticed that. Hey. Last volume in this parcel is Grand Blue Dreaming volume 13. Another one that Amazon let me down on. Let's throw you over there. Oh my god, this is one of my favourite series, definitely a top 5 series. It is super funny, it's hilarious, and it's gorgeous. And there are some really pretty scenes in this manga, and then you'll turn a page and everyone will be nude, and there'll be a lot of butts. Technically it's a diving manga. I'd say it's a diving, nude, everyone gets drunk manga. If that sells it to you. It is absolutely hilarious though. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. It makes me laugh out loud, like properly. That was creepy. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so hyped. I've got so much to read! Okay, so we got 2 left. Which one do I do? Top or bottom? Top or bottom? Top or bottom? Thanks. Let's do the small. Is that much smaller? Yeah, let's do the smaller one first. And this time, I'm going to completely edit out, or maybe speed up, me cutting up and getting into this parcel. Fucking hell, why couldn't the last one have been that easy? I'm so sad. Okay, so we've got 4 so far, and hang on, I don't see a bookmark. Well, let's open it up. Let's get the manga out and let's see if maybe it's in here somewhere. Okay, so first we have Monster Musume Volume 2. I have Volume 4 because I bought it second hand, so maybe this isn't a manga I should buy second hand. This is a very ecchi manga. I watched a bit of the anime and I thought it was hilarious, and I definitely wanted to try and pick up some more. It felt like a series, even though I was like, do I want to buy this in person? Do I want to see someone? Do I want someone to see me buying this? Not sure. So I have volumes 2 and 4. I think it's somewhere in the mid-teens at the moment. I'm not sure. But I'll just try and catch up with this. I picked volume 2 up because it was on sale. Would you believe? I think actually most of this parcel is made up of random manga that I picked up because Blackwell's had it for about half price. So next I have Gantz G Volume 2. I only realised after picking this up that this is the spin-off. I was like, it's an insanely good price considering it's one of those thick boys. It's not one of them thick boys, it's the spin-off. But still, I think I got it for like $4.50 again. So I'm still happy with that, and I'll definitely piece together the spin-offs and then I'll make a decision on the main series. I know that might sound backwards, but the main series looks expensive and I'm not yet in a place where I'm willing to spend that much money yet. But yeah, so I have volume 2 of Gantz G, also plastic wrapped. Not sure I want to know why. I have another volume of Yakitate, Japan. This time volume 23. I saw some food in there. Oh, there's a lot of... I saw text about learning about food. Perfect. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Nice. Okay, so that's 2 down, just in the 20s. Quick soda. Next, we have Bakemonogatari Volume 4. I picked up Volume 1 last time I went shopping and I really enjoyed it. I'm still a bit confused as to what happened though, but I did enjoy it. I'm saying this slowly because I'm unsure. I think I did. I'm fairly sure I did. So yeah, this is Volume 4. Again, it was half price, which is why I picked it up. Such nice bright spines. So I just need to get volumes 2 and 3. I'm not sure how many volumes are out at the moment. I want to say 8 or 9, maybe. Yeah, maybe by the time I get to volume 4 I'll understand a bit more about what's happening in the series. One of the few series I own that's published by Vertical, actually. Isn't that interesting? Oh, we do have a bookmark, so that's 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't bloody count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that just 5? I've sworn. I'll just lay them out a bit better so I can see them. You can't see them, but they're 5 there. Okay. So next we have on the side here. Suppose a kid from the last dungeon boonies moved to a starter town. This isn't an isekai, but it gives me isekai vibes, where what I assume is an OP person moves to like live with the plebs. I've been meaning to pick this up for a while actually, but I'd not seen volume 1 on sale or in stock, so I saw volumes 2 and 3 in Forbidden Planet once, but I was like, no, I'm gonna wait for volume 1, and it'd never been discounted on Blackwell's, and then it was half price, and I was like, perfect time to start it then. Square Enix manga. I think this also has a light novel. I think there are some bits of the story that bothered some people, but from what I've heard it sounds pretty typical of this kind of story, so I'm not too surprised, or bothered to be fair. Yeah. I did tell myself I'd stop picking up new series. I've failed. I have one more volume in here, and that is upside down. That is the Saga of Tanya the Evil, Volume 4. I have volumes 1, 3, and 4 now. I bought 3 and 4. I think I should both from Blackwell's because they were half price. This is an isekai. This is a salaryman has been isekai'd into the body of a young girl in a country, in a world where magic is prevalent, but it's still, is it? I'm trying to remember. Basically, it's like they're fighting in a war and they've become a general, I think. They've become quite high up and they're still a kid, and it has very German war vibes to it, but isekai magic. And also I started reading this because I started to watch Isekai Quartet, which is an anime. It is one of like the 10 animes I have ever seen, and I knew all of the other series apart from Saga of Tanya the Evil, so I was like, well, I need to go read that then, don't I? It's great. If you want a more like slightly serious isekai, maybe try that one, but also I'm not far enough in to be able to tell you about the Red Volume 1 because I don't have Volume 2. For so far, that's what I've taken from it. What do I have? This isn't manga. What is this? Is this a booklet? New releases. Do you list any manga in your new releases? Oh, they've got a whole section on picture books. Surely it must be in there. Nope. No manga. Well, you can go on the floor. You can also go on the floor. And then I can open my final parcel. I think I do know what a chunk of this one's gonna be. So, this is a judgment-free zone, remember that. You know what, it's just... Sure hope that wasn't too loud. Get off, go away. There we go. And then there's a thing to pull. Go. Should I flip you? Ooh, you look a bit... Rip it. Let me get to my manga! Packing set. 6. Goodness me. Right. Almost. So our top volume is Blue Period Volume 3 with dirt on the back. Ew. Ew. This is a series about a delinquent who decides to take up painting quite seriously, and he's trying to get into art school at the moment. I find I enjoy the series, but it's quite heavy, really. So I struggle to read it sometimes. I usually have to read it in 2 blocks. I can't binge through it too easily. It is a big fan favourite at the moment. I'm not sure on the style either. I feel everyone's like, it's amazing, it's amazing. I'm like, I quite enjoy it, but there's some things. I like how they interpret the main guy, who isn't this guy, this is someone else. Our main guy, the delinquent, like how he's embracing art, how he's perceiving it. It's like he's seeing things differently, it's changing his viewpoint, it's changing how he is, and that's interesting to read and watch so far. So yeah, looking forward to read more. I think there's like 8 or 9 volumes out at the moment, just they're not out in English. They're out in other languages, just not English. But this has been really hard to get hold of. Amazon's been out of stock and is listed as unavailable, and Blackwell's had it listed as unavailable for a while as well. So finally, I've managed to grab it. When did this publish? When does this say actually published? 2021? That's not helpful. I know that. But there's a whole chunk of 2021 it could be in. Fine. Keep your secrets. So yeah, that's exciting, really exciting. Oh my gosh, so many series I'm up to date on because Blackwell's was there for me. Though I've not gotten to the end yet, I've got more. So we have, which one do I take, this one? World's End Harem Volume 7. Yeah, honestly, I'm actually really surprised this isn't plastic wrapped, as I immediately flipped to something that is so not safe for work. I have picked some random volumes up of some series because they were cheaper, if that makes sense. So they were often the price, even if they put a discount on it, will fluctuate quite a bit, and I have a threshold for most series based on their 3 for 2 price. If you're unsure what I mean, go check out my how much I spend on manga video, and there were some random volumes of this series that were below my threshold, so I decided to grab them. I have, I think, 1 to 3, volume 7, and I think there's another 1 or 2 in here, so we'll get there. This is a super weird ecchi. For reasons, story reasons, all dudes have died apart from the small selection of like 5 or 6. Now they have to repopulate the earth. And for reasons, artificial, like IVF doesn't work. For reasons, it has to be naturally done. Because you know, reasons. I think it's hilarious in a really bad way, and also smut. That was a really good idea of mine. Now it's all propped, it's not fucking down. Right, so next we have Destiny Lovers Volume 6, and this is plastic wrapped. How wonderful. This is another ecchi series, unsurprisingly. So this is kind of like Prison School, if you're aware of Prison School, but a level higher. A bunch of dudes have been kidnapped, and women who are acting as their police wardens, or the wardens of this prison, are trying to have their way with them for reasons. To save the world. But we don't know why. Well, by Volume 6, we do know why, but that is mega spoilers, and I'm not going to spoil you for that. I think this is only like an 8-volume series, and it's got a sequel, unhelpfully also named Destiny Lovers. Could you not just name it something else? Or add a suffix or something? Nope. Volume 6 is the latest volume, so I'm now up to date. Since we actually learnt the story reason and like what's happening behind everything, I've actually enjoyed the story a lot more than I had done. And I'm actually looking forward to reading this for the story, which doesn't happen very often with ecchi at all. So that is actually quite exciting. Next we have another volume of World's End Harem, this time World's End Harem Volume 4. Yeah. As I said, repopulate the planet. It is your duty. Oh no, this dude says. There is more story to it. I'm not just... yeah. Okay, so next. World's End Harem Fantasia Volume 4. So this is a spin-off from World's End Harem, but has nothing to do with the main series from what I've been able to tell. It is just smut, but in a fantasy world. And that's the smut seems to be the only thing that ties it together. I'm a bit confused. This is a series where I think the story is so bad, I'm enjoying it because of that. It is not a good story. Even the story on its own is bad. It's really bad. And I love it. It's so bad that I'm enjoying it. I'm not even entirely sure what the story is, so I'm not entirely sure I can explain it to you other than a dude, like, when he touches ladies, like, superpowers them. They gain, like, super strength and stuff, but they also sort of lose their free will, so very questionable morals and all that. Yeah. As I said, it is not a good story, but it's great because of it. Getting into some more wholesome manga now, thank god. Next we have Beyond the Clouds Volume 2, which is probably as far away from creepy ecchi as we can go. This is frequently described as a Ghibli manga, The style is very Ghibli-esque, it's very sweet. It reminds me a bit so far of Castle in the Sky, where a girl has fallen down into like some scrap slums and the little boy is coming along to try and help her figure out a way to get home. It's been a long while since I read volume 1, so I'm slightly scraping the barrel at story beyond that. Yeah, the art style is super cute and lovely, and I think volume 3 might be out, volume 4 coming soon. I'm definitely behind on the series because I wasn't sure I was into it enough to pick more up straight away, but this was discounted enough that I was happy to grab it. So yeah, Beyond the Clouds volume 2. Next we have 2 volumes of New Game! Exclamation mark. New game! New game! New game! New game! New game! I'm not sure. Volume 6 and 11, for the same reason as World End Harem, these 2 volumes fell under my max limit of price for a manga like this, so I picked the 2 that were cheapest. They did have more of the series, they just were above my budget. I am in love with this series so much. If you're not aware, my day-to-day job is QA engineer, software developer, that sort of thing. And New Game is set in a video game studio where they produce games. And our main character that we primarily follow is this girl here. I can't remember any of their names, don't ask me what they're called. And she is a 3D model designer. And, oops, that's in the way. And through the series we've met other people who work in different things. So we've met some sound, and we've met like the head of development, so people code, and we've met other QA engineers, and there have been panels in the story which is like, I do that day to day, oh I've had that interaction, I did that thing today, or the constant working in test and you break something and you go back to the team, you're like, look at this, isn't it wonderful how much it breaks, isn't that amazing how much it explodes into bits, and they just go okay. It's like, I relate. And it's just super cute. I did try to convince some of my colleagues to read it. I'm not sure I really sold it to them, especially when the volume I had on hand, and I was like, it's really relatable, and then I opened it and it was like a spread of all the girls in like not lingerie, like nighties, like nightgowns, all having a sleepover, and I was like, look, isn't this relatable? And like all the dudes I work with were like, no. This is super amazing. I think volume 11 might actually be the most recent volume out at the moment, so I'm like in a way caught up, but also really not. I have 1 to 4 already, so 6 and 11 now as well, so I'm missing 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 volumes? I'm missing 5 volumes? I think I'm missing 5 volumes. Yeah, I'm missing 5 volumes until volume 12 comes out at some point soon, and then I'll be missing 6 volumes. And the final volume in this haul and this box is My Dress Up Darling volume 4. Like, I love this is plastic wrapped. I keep thinking, why is it a plastic wrapped series? Doesn't need to be plastic wrapped. Can you see that? Is that good? Yeah. And then I remember that the first cosplay he makes is for a certain type of slave in the bedroom variety, I think is what they are. And there's like neck chains and very suggestive clothing, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember why this is plastic wrap now. Yeah, okay. It's so weirdly wholesome, and I've really enjoyed learning about like stitching and the different materials, and just like an insight into like cosplay life. That's why I love reading manga like this one again. I learn things. They're my favourite. But yeah, I hadn't realised volume 4 had come out either. I am very behind on my release schedule on Adventure Manga, it seems. So this is the haul. This is such an exciting haul. I'm so psyched for so many of these volumes. Is it shameful how many of them are plastic wrapped? I want to say yes. Yeah, it is. But regardless, I mean, what do I want to read? I just realised that volume 2 of Inial and Dwella isn't here, so I must still be missing a couple of parcels. That is, as I said, one of the problems with Blackwell's. Their shipping can be a bit not great, but so sometimes it's hard to tell when things are going to turn up or if everything's turned up. So I thought most things turned up, which to be fair, most things have turned up. That might be the only one I'm missing. There might be one more. I'll need to go check my orders. Yeah, but Oh Maidens, final volume. So excited. Living Room Matsunaga-san. Something's Wrong. Perfect World. Grand Blue. Oh my gosh, Grand Blue. Blue Periods. Destiny Lovers. My Dress Up Darling. Yes, so many I'm excited for. I don't know where to start. I might just need to like throw them in the air and I'll read that one. No, that might damage the manga. Don't do that, Kelly. I'll figure something out. But yes, I do hope you enjoy this. If you see any series that you like and you want to try, why not check out Blackwell's using my affiliate link down below. You could get yourself some really neat deals and some really neat series. Like, oh my gosh, these are just so good. Oh my gosh, this one folded. So excited. It smells like manga. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of this. Are there any here that you want to read or trying to collect yourself? Because there are quite a few, especially the new releases that I've struggled to pick up until Blackwell saved the day. I just want, I should probably just preface this. Blackwell's haven't sponsored me or anything. I just really like Blackwell's. I missed Next Life as a Villainous. It was hidden because it's so small under Living Room Matsunaga-san. Oh dear. Dwarfed. I do hope you enjoyed that. Be sure to check out my giveaway if you haven't already. That is running till the end of July 2021. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day and I will see you next time. Bye!